Hello everyone, Silver Conundrum here. I come to you today with a thought-provoking question, or a series of questions. Before I even get started, I want to say thank you for joining me. I apologize for the lack of content that I've been providing. I've been working many hours, had to undergo emergency surgery, dealing with deaths in the family. Yes, I said deaths, plural. So, with that being said, my time has been spent elsewhere. So here's the question I want to ask you guys. Are you happy with your silver, your gold, your investments? When I look around me, I'm watching inflation take over. There's a lot of things going on in this world that is completely out of our control. And if you have a job, you will be noticing your taxes are going to slowly start going up. Inflation is taking over. And I don't mean state and property taxes. What I'm referring to is what you pay at the register for normal goods. So the wife and I went out to Walmart yesterday and we went shopping and we spent $150. Do you know what we got? Not much of anything. When you look down at the food, it looked like we got about maybe $50, $60 worth, tops. However, like I said, inflation, everything is going to the moon. With our investments in silver and gold, or even cryptos for that matter, how do you feel about that as an individual? Is it worth it? Do you feel safe? Do you hold on to that for dear life? Have you sold any of your silver or gold or even your cryptos to make ends meet? Me personally, I'm going to tell you the truth. I've gone through right around 1,500 ounces of silver in about 6 months. Guys, I've been trying to figure out how to make ends meet. And with medical bills and deaths in the family, having to help pay for funerals and things and medical bills, I hate to say this, if I didn't have all that to fall back on, I'd have been in trouble. So with you guys doing what you do in the silver community or the gold community or even the crypto community, I ask again, how is it benefiting you? Have you had to fall back on any of it at all? Are you still stockpiling it right now? Because if the government goes up to the $15 an hour minimum wage like they're talking about, do you feel that silver is going to go to the moon a little bit? Or do you think it's just going to stay stagnant and the paper market's going to keep it down? I mean, just food for thought, things to ask. Also, how are things looking in your area? Like my area, all the grocery stores are lying. And what I mean by that is, where they would have one shelf with like 5 things on it, they now have like 10 shelves with 1 thing on it. They try to make the aisles look good. For example, dog food. They'll have like 4 or 5 bags of dog food, but they'll pull them all to the front and make it look like they're loaded, but they're really not. Same thing with toilet paper, paper towels, even the meats. They are actually stacking meats on top of each other. They used to stack meats on top of each other, and now they're just single layering them to make it look like they have something. Chicken prices have gone up. I'm not sure if any of you noticed that or not. The reason being is there's a chicken shortage apparently. My local butchers, not Walmart, but local butchers are saying they're having trouble sourcing meats. The local farmers here, they're saying they're having trouble selling their meats, which I don't understand. Like, some of them have major contracts with places like Tyson, so forth and so on, and yet none of them are able to sell their products. They're actually being forced to kill some of their animals because, well, they're overgrowing themselves and they're breaking their own legs and just dying. So like Sanderson Farms is a big thing in my area. They have literally slaughtered thousands of chickens, and I have seen it with my own 2 eyes. Like, you can drive by their farm and you'll see the flames going. Like, they're just throwing them out there in stockpiles because no one's buying them. So is there really a shortage is my thing. And when we look at the price of inflation going up on the meats and the toilet paper, the necessities, look at what's going on in California's harbor. I mean, We have ships on top of ships and containers on top of containers out there to be delivered to us. But yet, California is pushing this Teamsters Union nonsense in order to drive for them. Now, mind you, there's a lot more going on, but that is just some of the tidbits of it. If you know any more about that, let me know. I've been reading about it, watching news about it, and I'm not talking about Fox News or CNN. I'm talking about the full spectrum. So let me know what you guys know on that end, and tell me what you see in your neighborhoods, in your areas. I'm just curious if everybody's seeing the same thing that I'm seeing in my neck of the woods. But anyway, guys, I do apologize for the lack of content, and I'm going to try my best to start doing more, even if it's a podcast style. It might be the only time I have available to do anything with you guys. But anyway, I hope I sparked a little bit of questioning attitude in your area, just to see what's going on. And oh, by the way, and that's another thing too, vehicles. Has anybody noticed the price of used vehicles? They have soared through the moon. Like, if you have an old truck, people are asking $18,000, $19,000 for a truck that's from like the late 90s. Like, that's unheard of for me. That's crazy. But I would like to know how it fares in your neck of the woods. But anyway, I'm going to catch you guys later. I hope you have a great day or night or even morning, depending on where you're at in the world. So I'll catch you guys on the next one. Everybody have a good one. Bye.